Hi. A little crazy eyes there. Sorry. I had just started recording my unbagging, or should I say unboxing, whatever, Ipsy video. And I had just opened it and popped it open, and then the door behind me opened. And it was my 3.5-year-old daughter who just woke up from a nap. And if I don't get her immediately busy, she gets into crazy mischief, like pulls a knife out and starts slicing her own watermelon slices with the biggest, longest knife I have in the house, or drinks Visine and call poisoning control, or other crazy things. So I got her involved with some sort of wonderful thing to do. So she is busy, and I thought I'd quickly record a video showing what came in here. So I had to restart from the beginning, and I can no longer open it because it's already been opened. So here we go again. All right, so Ipsy. And this month it's Beach Beauty. Looks like a little beautiful mermaid there. And that's the card that came with it. And everything came in this little pink neon bag that looks like a little tube. Thought, oh, how cute. This is not something I'll probably use again, but my kids, I have two girls, a 3.5 and a 5-year-old, they will love this bag. So they'll have to fight over it. All right, so the things that came in there. First thing I found in there that I had a hard time getting into because they had it sealed so tightly in plastic was from BH Cosmetics. And this is their eyeshadow sample from their California collection. And there are samples in here from 3 different collections. There is the Hollywood collection, the San Francisco collection, and the Malibu collection. So the colors, of course, down here, Hollywood, San Francisco, and Malibu. And if you look at these, let me just quickly sample them for you. So this one here is Hollywood, Malibu, and, San Francisco and Malibu. And if I swatch these for you here, they don't really have a very good color payoff. I wish they were a little bit more pigmented. So this is that purpley tone. It looks more blue here, but this is Hollywood, San Francisco, which is kind of like a light medium brown, and then this goldy tone here. These two definitely have a lot more sparkle. This one's coming off a little bit more matte, but if you look at it in the pan, in the right light, it has just a slight hint of shimmer to it. But this little palette here, mini palette, has a magnetic closure, which I like. All right, second thing I found was from Kula, and it has SPF 20, and it's their Rose Essence Mineral Sunscreen. I got introduced to Kula, was it last month or month before, from Birchbox, and they sent their SPF 30 Cucumber Face Moisturizer. Really liked it. And I have a little shop in town that just opened up, oh, I don't know, maybe a month and a half ago, and they are selling Coola, and I like that because I like to support local businesses. So here it is. It kind of looks, maybe a little too yellowy based, but I don't think so because I do have a lot of warm undertone to my skin. It swatches almost perfectly on my hand when I rub it in. I like that it has the SPF 20 in there. And then, of course, doesn't really smell terribly sunscreeny. It smells mostly neutral. There is a little bit of a scent to it, but it's not off-putting. I wouldn't say it's scary. I like it. Okay, the other thing I found in there was a very small sample from Benefit of Benetint. If you're not familiar with this is one of their first major items, kind of made Benefit kind of stick out on the makeup world, like put them on the map, so to speak. And it's a very small sample. This is a rose scented cheek and lip tint. Now it comes with a little tiny brush applicator. I don't know if you can see it here. It splays out into a little tiny brush, like a nail polish brush. But what I would tell you about it is that you can dot this on your lips or on your cheeks and then rub it out. You can see it starting to, run down my skin here. And what I like about this is that you'll notice there, now that I let it sit for a minute and now I've rubbed it in, that's now stained on my finger. So when you put it on, dot it on, immediately start to rub it where you want it. If you put it on your lips, move it around to where you want it. Because now that it's sat there and it's dried, that stain will be on my finger. The one thing I want you to know about this, it smells like roses and smells amazing. I have a hard time with using this as a lip tint. I exfoliate every single day on my lips every morning. The problem I have with this is that I do have, now that I'm 38, I do have some smaller fine lines towards the edge. And unless I use like an invisible lip liner, like one of those clear silicone lip liners or a regular lip liner, some products tend to feather outside the line. And something like this does that, and it just does not create a clean edge for me. The other thing is, because I do have some, larger creases down, different parts of my lips, this settles in those creases, and those stand out like as really dark red marks, and the rest of it is just kind of a smooth wash of color. So I use this mainly as a cheek tint, and it's just gorgeous. And on a day when I'm wearing very minimal makeup at all, today is, with the darker eyes and the heavy eyeliner and the false lashes, today is more of a more makeup day. But on the days when I'm wearing nearly nothing, something like this is fantastic. And I love the way it smells. Okay, the other thing I got was from Big Sexy Hair, and this is their weatherproof humidity resistant spray. What I like about this is it has this little, like right now you couldn't press it down because it has a lock on the cap. Then you turn it the other way and you'll see that now I can actually spray it if I wanted to. Yeah, there we go. I won't spray it at the camera. But that's what this is. And it's supposed to help keep your hair in place and block the humidity from making your hair frizzy, or if you curl your hair and then you spray it to keep your curl from losing its bounce. Since this is my naturally curly hair, which is a bit of a mess today. But if I were to fix my hair and then spray this on, this would keep more of the humidity from getting to my hair and making it really frizzy. So this is something definitely to try. And the last thing that I got, I was a little disappointed, but I don't think I'm going to bother about it. You'll notice that the tip here is, instead of being a clear cap, there's product in the tip, because this came and the entire product, the whole bit of this Pouty Pop Crayon from Pop Beauty, was the whole product had fallen out of the bottom part here and was dispensed all the way into the end. And so basically I had to tap it out of the cap and I had to push the whole stick back into here. And I think it was probably just, got bounced around in transit. And, so I didn't have a fully sharp point here, so I just, kind of rounded it down with my finger. But this color is Coral Crush. That's the color. So this color here, and now that it's in there, I pressed it in pretty firm. So I don't think it's going anywhere. And I don't know that I'm going to bother to dig out, whatever product is left in the cap. There's not a lot. It's probably just what had been the point of this. It's a little dull now, but that's all right. But here, let me swatch this for you. It's coming up on my hand. The camera on my laptop is not like highest quality camera. It's coming out on my hand very like bright bubblegummy pink. And here it looks a little bit more like soft petal pink. So this Coral Crush is, a bright color, just a hint of coral. To me, it looks more like bubblegum with a hint of coral. This Coral Crush, I wouldn't really call it coral. I'd call it more pink toned. But that's just me. And I don't wear a lot of pinks, but this is definitely something I'll have to try, because I need to break out of my comfort zone. I need to start doing things like the false eyelashes. That is something like I hardly ever wear, but I'm doing it now because I need to take that step of, what do I not do? Let's try it. And maybe the more we try it, the more willing we are to do it on a regular basis. So this is what I got right here from Ipsy: eyeshadow, lip, crayon, Kula, this, and the Big Sexy Hair. I've had better months from Ipsy. I'll probably use all of these products. Not my favorite Ipsy month. And if I were to think between this and the Birchbox, I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up. I think I might like my Birchbox better this month. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. If you're a subscriber to Ipsy, if you're another Beauty Box subscriber, let me know what your thoughts are. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.